Oh, come on.
Is looking for a second date update with a guy named Keith, and we're going to try to help her out. Hey, Brooke.
Hey, guys. Thank you for taking my call today.
Happy to do it.
Yeah.
So tell us about Keith. How'd you meet? How'd the first date go? And we'll go from there.
Okay, well, I literally did something that I swear I never do this. So I was out for St. Patrick's Day over the weekend, and we were at Molly Malone's, and he totally just, picked me up. I was just, out with my girlfriends, and we were out drinking, and, I didn't have any plans to, go home with anybody. But anyway, so he just walks up to me, and he's just so funny and, confident and charming, and I just felt this instant connection. And I ended up spending the whole night with him and totally ignoring my friends. And they were fine. They had a good time too. But I just was just so captivated by this guy. And I ended up going home with him.
Ooh, nice.
To his place or your place?
Well, actually, so I ended up taking him home with me.
Oh,
Nice.
So has that ever happened to you too? Have you ever been captivated by a guy from jump where he just walks over to you and he's instantly funny and charming and he feels really familiar to you and you just go home, abandon your friends and go home with him? How many times in your life has that happened?
Literally, this was the first time. This is the only time.
What about you guys?
I don't think I ever did. I mean, there have been men that I have met and I've been oh yeah, met them, but not at a bar situation that I took home.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anybody that I was familiar with. I would say that I was probably drunk and in love at first sight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, that's why I'm but not to the point where I'm boyfriend material. I have to go home with them,
Yeah.
So we just had the best time. Everything at my place was just amazing. And honestly, you guys, I've just never felt this way about somebody. The chemistry was just so intense. And I just I can't stop thinking about him. And the whole time I was just oh my God, this is it. This is the way it's supposed to feel. This is an experience that I have never had before.
Wow.
It was so special. Yeah. And I felt he felt the same. And in the morning, he took a shower. And then when he left, he was okay, I was oh, call me. And I was just being playful, oh, hey, call me. And he was oh, yeah, for sure. And now it's been 3 days and I haven't heard back from him. And I've texted him. I haven't called. I've texted him 2 times and I just haven't heard back. And I just feel really bummed. And I just really felt we had something.
Yeah, that is a little weird though. First of all, I'm interested in the fact that you let him shower at your house, which I find kind of interesting.
Someone told me years ago you're supposed to do that before you get hot and heavy so you can check it out.
Check out that.
Hey, what's that open sore?
Yeah, but usually when you hook up with somebody, they can't wait to get out of your house, but you let him clean up and put his clothes back on and stuff.
Well, I appreciate that.
Is it he might be one of those guys. I do know guys that have everybody gets laid on a holiday kind of attitudes that, these are special occasions. And on these special occasions, regardless of the holiday, whether it's Halloween, 4th of July, Labor Day, Memorial Day.
Someone's wedding.
Weddings can fall into that category that,
It's the rules.
It's the rule. That's what you do. Maybe he's one of those guys.
I hope not. I got this vibe off of him. It was just it was just the two of us. We just had this, we just talked to each other the whole time when we were at the bar. It was just so intense. I just have never felt like that before.
Well, he's very good, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Smooth.
Yeah. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to call him up. See if he can charm these two.
I'm not sure how much I don't know if it takes a lot to charm me or not very much.
Well, we're about to find out.
Oh, no.
We'll see how he reacts when we talk to Keith. The second date update continues next with Jeff and Jen, Cincinnati's Q102. So Brooke met Keith at Molly Malone's on St. Patrick's Day. They were all there, and this guy, talk about confidence, walked up to her, introduced himself, charmed her, made her laugh, ended up going home with her to her house. She said the chemistry was so intense. She let him shower in her apartment. And when it was all over and he was leaving, she said, you're going to call me, right? Or something to that effect. And he was like, oh, yeah, for sure.
For sure.
You said 3 days had passed and you hadn't heard from him. So you sent him a couple of texts and still nothing. And here we are.
Yeah, I'm still just trying to wrap my brain around it.
Me too, because this guy moved fast.
He also vanished. Like, maybe, I have a lot of theories, but I can't wait to talk to him.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, let's call him up.
Hello.
Hi, is this Keith?
Yeah.
Okay, Keith, sorry to bug you. This is Jeff and Jen at Q102. How you doing this morning?
My sister's obsessed with you guys.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah?
Is your sister a big fan of Second Date Update?
Yeah, my sister's a huge fan.
I wonder how she'll feel when she hears her brother on Second Date Update.
Let me guess, you guys are calling about Molly Malone's girl?
Molly Malone's girl. Do you know her first name, Keith?
Yeah, Brooke.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Good.
But that's how she's in the phone. Brooke, Molly Malone's girl.
And that is not Fritch criticizing you because she had multiple.
Oh, yeah, she
I
did the
still
same
do.
thing.
Holy Grail.
Right.
West Side.
That's exactly what she saved in my phone as.
So what do you think of Brooke? She sounds nice. Do you agree?
Yeah, definitely. There was definitely a connection. I don't regularly pick up girls at bars, but I don't know. Just kind of feeling it. So when she wanted to go back to her place, I was like, yeah. And then things just got weird and weirder, right?
How? Because she didn't say it was. She said the chemistry was really intense and you guys seem to be hitting it off.
Yeah, it was. So it's St. Patrick's Day, right? And apparently she's a fan. And she thought it was hilarious that when I took off all my clothes, I was totally naked. I wasn't wearing green anymore. And she started doing this thing. She'd say, you're not wearing green, so you're going to get pinched. And like one time, funny. A dozen of times, no.
Oh.
So she'd say, no green here, and then I'd get pinched.
Oh.
Like at first it was my arm, and then my butt, my thighs. And then she would move on to more sensitive, my nipples, my nads. And it was like
Dang.
way too much.
Pinching nipples, yes. Pinching nads, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked her, but it got really annoying and really distracting.
Yeah. Did you tell her to stop?
Yeah, but it was like funny, playful. It just kept, but then it wouldn't stop. She just kept going.
Yeah.
I did not do it that many times. Like, maybe once or twice, but I did not do that to you dozens of times. Like, you're totally exaggerating.
No, I'm not exaggerating. Is this like a thing? Like, do you have a pinching fetish?
Oh my God, no! I was just like wasted, and I was just trying to be playful, and I did not pinch you in the balls.
Oh, how drunk were you? Were you a little drunk or were you a lot drunk?
It was definitely St. Patrick's Day. There was like Irish car bombs and Jameson and all the things.
Wow.
But
You can move on from the pinching, though. You can move on to the next stereotypical thing, like kiss the Blarney Stone.
Ew.
Look at my shillelagh. Like, there's a whole list of things you could have gone to.
Make my shamrocks. It's so interesting, though. Like, I think you forget when you're really, really drunk how obnoxious certain things can be to
That's
other
true.
people.
Yeah.
Because it's still funny to you.
Because you're so
Yeah.
drunk, you're just so unaware. But you're
Yeah.
like, that was amazing. You liked it. I know you liked it.
Yeah. I mean, outside of the drunken pinching,
Outside of that,
because this is a special occasion, it wouldn't be every weekend unless she does have some sort of pinching fetish, which, you asked her, and I'm getting the indication from her that that's not her thing unless she's just denying it at this point. So, I mean, the pinching thing would only happen once a year on St. Patrick's Day. I mean, outside of that,
Outside of that, there's no issues. It was scary how good it's like, how natural it felt.
So could you set that aside and just write that off as a silly St. Patrick's Day drunken excuse and give it another whirl?
if she promises not to pinch you again.
I do promise.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
so
always gonna
sorry.
use this
I did not
particular
realize.
instance to my advantage.
What'd you say, Keith?
I'll see her again and definitely use this one pinching situation to my advantage in the future. I'm not going to let this one go.
Yeah, hang this over her head forever.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I have an aunt who loves to tell the story about the first date she had with my uncle because it was on St. Patrick's Day and he was a car guy and he had just gotten a brand new truck and she got totally wasted and puked all over the inside of his truck.
Nice.
And couldn't believe.
On a first date?
On their very first date.
Wow.
It was on St. Patrick's Day and she could not believe that he let it slide and went out with her again, and they ended up married.
Same.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
somebody's puking in my car, I'd be like, you better never call me again.
I think I'd rather get pinched than puked on.
Wow, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are down, we'll pay for it, get you set up.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm definitely down. Thank you. And I definitely promise no more pinching. I'm so embarrassed. I won't do
Hands
that
off the
again.
merchandise.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just stop doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Then we'll set it up with Brooke. Keith, you'll be hearing from her shortly with all the details. And we appreciate you taking the call. Please give our best to your sister. Thank her for being a fan.
Will do.
And thank you for coming on Second Date Update.
Looking forward to it.
All right.
Me too.
Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks.
If we can do a Second Date Update for you, shoot us an email, Jeff and Jen at WKR.